Good morning. How you doing today? Uh, the reason for this message is just want to let you know that when I was, when you're a baby, you're baptized if you're Catholic as a little baby, and then from there, if your parents are Catholic, from there, then your mother tells you you have to make your communion so that way you can get married in church, and then eventually you have to do your confirmation. So I was born and raised as a Catholic. That's the way my mother raised me. But I didn't really go to school, to Catholic school or to church too much. It was just to get those things done, to get married in the church, because I guess that's the way to do it. So basically, I never read the Bible, never studied none of that stuff being young. I always played sports, but I always believed in the Creator. Except I didn't know his name. I called him by the wrong name. Still to this day, what is the truth? Where's the proof? Does the Bible really exist? From 2,000 years ago, they give you all these copies and so many different religions and stuff like that. It just popped up out of nowhere, but yet they don't give you the proof that it existed. So that's, questionable. But basically, the reason for this message is that, basically you get married, and then some people end up getting divorced, and then you have something with you, you always trust in it and the Creator, and you believe that He exists, and you see things that you never seen before. So, supernatural stuff, and something just tells you that He's there, He exists. So basically, that's your belief. That's what you see. That's supernatural. Um, and then finally, there's something supernatural with you, and it turns you to reading the Bible, and that's what gets your attention. And then you realize that all the bad things in your life, bad things that happen to you, kind of like got your attention, and then they start to match scriptures. Some people say the devil mimics the scriptures, so that's the way the devil gets your attention. And then you have the story about Job. The Creator allowed bad things to happen to Job, and he remained faithful, and then got everything back 2 times or 7 times more. Um, so basically, that's the story about Job, and then there's a lot of stories in the Bible, a lot of stories that are kind of crazy to believe, but depends on how you look at it. So, when you have something with you, and then it just turns you to the Bible, and it doesn't go away, so you want to get it to go away. It's kind of like being cursed, and that's like a mother disciplines their child. That's the way the Creator disciplines their child. But then again, you have the thing where they say the devil mimics the scriptures. So, if the devil mimics the scriptures, why would he want you to turn to the Bible? Why would he want you to teach his scripture? You would think it would be opposite, and but I guess he uses the scriptures to deceive you and get you to do bad things. Like when we're kids, when we grow up, we are all brainwashed to sin. We are all brainwashed to do bad things. We receive thoughts in our head, and those thoughts come from, like they say, you have the devil on one shoulder, you have the angel on the other shoulder. So you have the devil and you have the angel. And you have the devil's thoughts, and then you have the angel's thoughts, which tells you no, not to do that. And then the devil says, yeah, this is cool, let's go ahead, let's get drunk, let's get wasted, let's party, let's sin. Let's get high, let's fornicate, let's have sex with condoms. Oh, yes, safe sex. Okay. Well, they're going to sell the condoms to you because they want to make money. So, of course, they're going to lie to you. There's no such thing as safe sex. The Creator tells us, the Messiah told us, when you get married, it's for once and it's for life. Fill the earth and multiply. Then again, the scriptures tell us also it's better to be single. So, there's a lot of things about that. But if it's gonna cause you to sin, then you get married. So you have to study the scriptures. You have to study the commandments. Deuteronomy 6 says that when you're a child, you're supposed to post these commandments up and speak about them from the day in the morning till at night. So 24/7, we're supposed to be connected to His commandments. That way, when you receive the bad thought from the devil, like the cartoons, the devil, then you have his scriptures, which is the truth, coming from the angel on this shoulder. That's his scriptures. Those are his commandments. So when you do the right things in life, you're not going to suffer. But then now when you start to listen to the devil and you receive the bad thoughts and you start to do the wrong things in life, you're going to suffer. So you don't suffer from his commandments by doing the right things, and then you suffer from the devil, the serpent's commandments, by doing the wrong thing. Now the serpent has the laws that are out there to protect the people, but then again, a lot of the laws, they don't follow them themselves, so they allow alcohol, they allow drugs, they allow all these bad things, allow pagan holidays, they allow all this stuff to make money. The serpent is evil, you know. So now, where do we receive these thoughts from? So technology has a way of playing things. Food, alcohol, drugs has a way of playing with your head. So this is how you receive these thoughts. We know that when we're kids and we go to school, that's where we learn and pick up bad habits. And then when you grow up and then you have kids, then you teach them to your kids. And from generation to generation, families suffer because of why? Because this is your temple, and this is supposed to belong to who? The Creator. So if you follow his thoughts, then you're going to clean and cleanse your temple. You're going to be born again with his thoughts, his commandments. You're going to do the right things. But now if you're not born again of the Creator's Spirit, which is the truth, then you're going to start to fall apart because you start to listen to the devil, which is the lie. That's what makes you suffer. So now when you have the serpent, the ruler of the world, and they allow drugs, they allow alcohol, they allow cigarettes, they poison your food with chemicals, they took away the farms because the farms at one time was created by the Creator. So when he's created by the Creator, everything was perfect seed. He made everything perfect. So therefore your temple was going to be perfect on this side. But if you let the serpent, the ruler, which corrupted everything that was perfect and turned it into chemicals and turned it into a lie, and took away the farms and flipped everything upside down and turned it to chemicals, now you're polluting your temple. So that's the reason why they got rid of farms. They wanted to get rid of natural seeds. So when you get rid of natural seeds, then you have birth defects, you have sickness, disease, the plagues. That's talking about like in Egypt. The plagues came. Why? First there was a famine, starvation. Everybody came to America, Egypt. They were sent off as slaves like Joseph, slave ships to Egypt. So now when we are hit with the plagues, sickness, disease, miscarriage, birth defects, all that stuff, all came from the serpent, chemicals, which is no good. I mean, just think about it. When you walk your dog, if you have a dog, now they want you to pick up the poop. It's like almost like the food that we eat contaminates the ground. You know, at one time the Creator created a perfect seed, and the seed was supposed to be perfect. So that way, when it goes back into the ground, like dust, the ground doesn't get contaminated. But now when you're eating these chemicals, and then if it goes back into the ground, that's human waste. You see, it's not natural anymore. It's chemicals. I know this being a plumber because that's why you have septic tanks. That's why you have sewer systems. But if it was good fertilizer, like the animals, like the cows and all that, then it would be good fertilizer, you see. So, I don't know. I'm not a scientist. That's just speaking from up here. So, don't always go by what I say. Maybe it makes sense, maybe it doesn't make sense. But usually scientists, if they know what they're doing, their research, they should be able to prove all these things, you know. And these people, they should, you know, there's people out there that come out with the truth, but then people don't want to believe it because then you have liars that come out with lies, you know, and they're getting paid. So, alright, so basically everything was corrupted and polluted. The air, the water, they put, you know, They can make everything perfect. Well water back in the days was good, and then now you have lead in the water. Now you have bottled water. Now we're relying on government. We have no clean water. We have nothing. It's like Africa, where they have no water, stuff like that. So that's the way the government wants it. Control, like Egypt, slavery. Then they take the guns away. Slavery, bondage, just like Egypt. Then we're waiting for two witnesses, just like Moses and Aaron. History repeats itself. That's what the Bible says. That's what the book says. But if the book existed 2,000 years ago, how come they haven't given it to us? Why would they give us the Creator's name? But yet, they have more than one name that they gave us to confuse us. But why would they give us the actual name and the actual truth? They just want to screw everybody up and cause division. So we don't become united as one and start asking for the truth and start asking for proof in the true scriptures. That's the first thing I realized when I started trying to get whatever I got, what made to go away, a curse. I went to all the churches, everybody was different. I studied all the different Bibles, every Bible was different. Then they said he got many names. I'm like, wait, there's only one. But then you get to Exodus 6:3 and he says to Abraham, by the name Yahweh I did not reveal to him. So now I'm like, okay, well there's got to be another name. Well, maybe it's Allah Almighty, Exodus 6:3. So we have to find the truth about everything. You have to question it. Yeah, you could play stupid, go along, try to learn as much as you can from people, and then stick to it, and then eventually, hopefully, the truth will set you free. Matthew 6:3. Seek the kingdom and everything else will come, like the Messiah said. Matthew 4:4, feed off every word. So now we have to start asking for the truth. We have to have proof. And these rulers, we have to ask them, they have to give it to us. But it's a little bit too far for that because they pretty much control us. But they can't control the whole world. Can't control everybody if we're unity as one and the truth comes out. There's more of us than them. Peace. Shalom. People got to wake up their eyes and realize that their way, their belief, everybody's belief and rumors are not the same. There's division. So the devil got many names because he lies. But the Creator, they say his name is pronounced Yahweh, Allah Almighty, our heavenly Rab or Rabbah, Rab Yah. And he goes by 99 titles. So if you type in Yahweh, 99 titles, you'll learn his titles in Arabic. If you do Allah, 99 titles, you'll learn his titles in Arabic and English. They're both in English. There's a video for that. I've been sharing it on my Facebook. Peace, shalom. And have a great day. Open mind is like a parachute. It only functions when you open it and start to ask questions. Start to ask for the truth. If you jump out of an airplane and you don't open up the parachute, what's going to happen? You're not going to get the truth that sets you free. You're going to end up like a dead duck. Alright? Peace, shalom. Have a great day. Bye.